Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Well, that's it. This shed's now emptied. I'm ready to move all of my train stuff in here. It looks really big in here. Not sure how big it's going to look once it's got all my train stuff in here and the baseboards built. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So this shed is 12 foot by 6 foot, so it is bigger than the previous shed. And the door is just there in the middle as well, so that's going to make life easier. So before we can start building the baseboards, we need to finish off the insulation. I've already got the roof insulated, just need to do the walls. I need to tidy up all of the wiring. So let's get started. Thought I'd do another update. It's been a couple of days. Things are going really well. Moved into this shed now. I went round with some frame sealant and just sealed up any tiny little gaps. I mean, this shed's only 2 years old anyway. On the floor, I put the damp proof membrane down, the same as I did in the other shed. I've put the foil insulation in. Yeah, a few people said to me, why don't you put it in between the beams? You can't do that because you need airflow. And then you just staple to these bits here. So that's all on. I bought the 20-metre roll. I wish I'd bought a 25-metre roll. I've run out. Corner bit just behind the camera there. I've got to finish off, but that's nothing. I can soon pick up a little roll next time I go out and finish that off. I've even had time to very roughly mock up some framework for the baseboards. I know it looks a bit low, but I can get my knees underneath there so I can sit at it, and even my cake shelf doesn't even get in the way. So what will happen is there'll be the lower section, but that'll be on 2 levels, and then there'll be another section on top of there. So I need to have the bottom level low so that when I'm sat in here I can actually see the top level. So it's a lot of work to do, but so far so good. It's going really well. Really happy. Looking forward to running my trains again. I'm missing running them. So yeah, I'll do an update in a couple more days. Well, it was all going so well. As you know, I like to keep my videos happy and positive. But this is definitely not one of those times. So I come in here on Saturday early in the morning with a plan to finish mocking up where my baseboards were going to sit. And Colin from Woodthorpe International had been helping me design my my layout plan, track plan. And I set all my baseboards out where everything was going, and then I looked at this area, my personal space where I was going to sit, and we knew it was going to be a tight space, but not that tight. I literally had less than a metre squared to sit in. So once you've got your swivel chair in there and your controller and I was sat there, there's just no room at all. And then you think to yourself, well, what was if family or friends come round? You know, you can't get anyone else in the shed. So there's a bit of a disappointment to have to make some changes to the track plan. I need to have an area where I can walk up and down the shed. But I wasn't too bothered. You know, I've still got that long 12-foot run. That's the main thing that I wanted. So a little bit of a setback, but understandable. The main setback, I was in here mocking up my baseboards and I had a couple of drips of water land on my head. At first I thought it was a little bit of condensation because you can get a little bit with this foil insulation. I didn't think anything to it. Carried on working, drip, 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 something's not right. So I took my knife, cut the insulation, and there was water present. Now the night before we'd had quite a heavy rainstorm. As you can hear, there's one at the moment. I couldn't believe it. You know, it was pretty safe to say my toys came out the pram. So I had a good look. The roof was dry. Check the sides, back, this side all dry, but the front panel was all wet, and it was where the fascia boards sit on the outside as they're screwed in. The inside was wet. Oh, this is really strange. I didn't have a lot of time though because we were going out visiting family. So later in the afternoon, I come home, took the shed apart, I took the outside fascia boards off, I took all the roofing nails out for this front, and it was bone dry. There was nothing under the roofing felt, nothing behind the fascia boards, absolutely bone dry. The shed's only 2 years old, but nothing. Really strange, can't work this one out. Put the shed back together again. What a job. What a job. Done on Monday. Called a friend of mine who's into construction, and he was saying it's a moisture problem, it's the humidity. I've been working in here with the door shut, I've got no opening windows, no vents, no nothing. It's a build-up of moisture. So I put my humidity tester in here, it was 77%, I think it was. So I said to him, look, I've got no problems with my old shed. Never had any condensation or problems in there. And he was like, yeah, but you've got an opening window in that shed. You know, you always have your window open, apart from when I'm filming. So that's allowing the moisture to escape. In here, there's nowhere for that moisture to go. So his advice was to put a couple of vents in here. He says you've either got a choice of putting a couple of vents or fitting a window. And I didn't really want to fit a window, so I fitted 2 vents. One up there and one at the side here so that the air can flow through. And they've got quite a tight mesh to them so nothing can get in. So I put the shed back together again, and the humidity's fallen down to an average of around 56%. So they seem to be doing the job, they seem to be working. So for the moment, I'm going to continue to monitor it all in here. But I'm not doing any construction until I know I've sorted this moisture problem, humidity problem out. Yeah, it does make sense, there's no airflow in here. We didn't use this garden shed for much apart from storage. You know, it's where we stored the lawnmower and tools and tins of paint. So I never spent any time in here. But now I've insulated in it, I've been in here, I've been working, breathing, sweating. There's nowhere for moisture to go. So hopefully now these vents are in, that's sorted it. My wife and I have also taken on a big DIY project, which I'm hoping to get done later on next week. I'll continue to monitor in here. Once I'm happy that everything's all sorted, I'll then start building the baseboards. So it's a massive setback. I'm absolutely fed up with it all in here, but I've got to get it right, because here once the track's done, I know what I'm like. I want to run trains in here, and I'll have electrics in here, DCC controllers in here, sound fitted locos. You don't want that. Them in here with moisture problem. So yeah, sorry to end the video on a negative, but I like to be honest in my vlogs, in my videos. That's how I am. Construction is on hold until I've sorted this problem. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button, guys, and as soon as I can I'll get the construction going again in here and building those baseboards. So thank you for watching, thank you for the support in my channel, and I'll see you all again on the next one.